What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit, and I am back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action. We're back on the Titans, no more hybrid mod. This is Voobly Balance Patch 3.0, spawning on the top of the map in the blue color, playing as Ra. He is the oldest expert in the game, not because he's been the expert for the longest time, but because he is an aged individual. But you know what they say about aged individuals? It's like wine. You get better over the years, right? It's ChronoJJ. His opponent today in the red color playing as Odin. He's from the DoD clan and his name is OdinUlf. I'm expecting to see some potential usage of the Ulfsark then from Mr. OdinUlf. That'll be exciting. We'll see what he can come up with. I've been very excited about the prospects that Odin's been showing in the recent couple of days. And just as a little bit of a teaser, I'm probably going to be putting out a strategy video for Odin in the next couple of days/week. Be sure to look out for that one. It's going to be really exciting and hopefully potentially meta changing. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, so this is a really large patch 3.0. Lots of different changes, things like Odin's Njord, Walking Woods God Power. You can actually control the Walking Woods as opposed to in the Extended Edition or the original game, where in the Extended Edition, Walking Woods does nothing. But in the original game, it was just, you couldn't really control, you just class it and then they just kind of did their own thing. And you could abuse certain aspects of the AI that was used for the Walking Woods. Like if they cast Walking Woods, you grab every single villager, put them into you, run them away, and then leave one villager there for him to focus, and then run that villager to the side of the map, and you lure every single tree there. But that can't happen anymore. So we'll see what happens. Generally speaking, I feel like Skadi is probably still the way to go for Odin, even though you have that little buff, just because Frost Giants are so good and Frost is equally good. So we'll see what happens. We've got Temple coming up now for OdinUlf here, and ChronoJJ on the other hand, he's trying to get up this monument. It's 3 HP from completion, and he's decided to not finish it. So that means he really does not want that extra favor. And I guess he's trying to get this house up before the villager, but this one's going to go up. As Egyptians, what's the time? If you start building the house when the villager, when you're at 14 population, or just before you hit 14 population, if you start building the house, it'll get up before the villager. So, because I think the house is 14 seconds. 27 seconds for the house. Villages are 14 seconds. So that's 28 seconds to build 2 villages. House is 27 seconds for one house. So you can build it at 14 population or just before 14 population and you're fine. Got the temple now coming up for ChronoJJ. Not going for any sneaky 2 monument shenanigans. I do find that Ra fares much better against Odin or against Norse in general. Not Loki, but against Thor and Odin when you go for those multiple monument plays. So you grab a couple of monuments, you can either go Sphinx or you can go Pastusjos. We'll see what's happening. Nice little micro there with the priest. He's dumping some of that gold in and making sure he's getting the extra gold there. Unfortunately, missing that one. Idle villager. You get that one to work. Got that temple up for OdinUlf now. He is looking like he's going through Freya. Very, very fast advance time. I'm not sure if that's on purpose. He does not look like he's going for the second town center. Potentially going to be trying to shut down this second town center here. So he's got these Ulfsarks running around. What's he scouted out? He hasn't scouted out where he needs to run with these guys. He's building the temple. He's building the Herso back here. He's got the Valkyrie spawn. The Ulfsark is running into the base of ChronoJJ. So he can actually send that one around to the back, burn this forest, and force the forest gatherers to be on the front of the base, which is a little bit easier to raid. The walls around the towers have not been really set up yet. We've got some walls going up as well for ChronoJJ to try and help secure this town center. But it looks like OdinUlf is, even though he's advanced so fast, he's a little bit slow on getting into the base of this this town center, and I feel like it's just going to get up, even if he can get there as soon as the Yeah, he looks like he's going for some wall strats here. Wall, you can really gold starve an opponent with Norse against Egyptian just by simply walling off the map. But there's this nice gold mine in the corner, which is already getting secured for ChronoJJ. So that's going to be a difficult one to wall in there, especially when the town center's up and he starts spreading things over here. I need to finish that wall. ChronoJJ's gone through Bast here. Bast off one monument is peculiar to me because there's really no advantage for Bast. Like, if you're only on one monument. Like, because you just can't build the Sphinx. Bast gets those extra economic upgrades, which is great. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what ChronoJJ comes up with this. Sphinx can definitely run and raid, can definitely stop the walls from going up. But once you get those Herso moving forward, it kind of gets shut down. But still leaving these Herso at the back. Not really doing a lot OdinUlf at this point. He's got quite a few resources in the bank. Maybe going for a semi-fast heroic age here. But he's only got 2 villagers gathering from wood, and he's not going to get that armory up in time in order to. Yeah, he's just not going to get the armory up in time in order to get to the next stage. So he's going to be lagging a little bit behind there. ChronoJJ is just going to be sitting here and chilling and doing whatever he wants. It's definitely not something you want to have happen as Egyptian. As Norse. You don't want Ra to get away with just doing whatever he feels like, because it's, even if you have good economy, it's just like the spam of Egyptian is really hard to deal with as Norse. So we'll see if Odin can come away with this in a decent enough manner. Where's his armory? He still hasn't built his armory. He's got 50, 60 gold. He's almost at the food count. And he's actually at the resource count now to be advancing to the next stage. He's got some idle villages here, which need to be chopping that wood. He's got the Valkyrie moving in, looking for something there. He's going to be shoot away by that watchtower. Still not housing in this watchtower. Got some idle villages back here. Barracks going up now for ChronoJJ. So a little bit inefficient here at the outset. Definitely need to be on top of these things, Mr. JJ. We've got villagers finally back to work for OdinUlf here, so he's going to be looking to grab yet another house for some reason instead of the armory when you're at 30 pop. I'm so confused. This is beyond me. I wish I understood, but alas, I do not. We've got the second monument up for ChronoJJ. No more monuments coming up just yet. Is ChronoJJ looking to be going to that next age? Or is he going to be sitting here on these barracks and making some sort of push out? Go for a gold starve. I'd like to see that. You get a couple of those Sphinx coming out. And yeah, we got the Hands of the Pharaoh and the extra Sphinx coming out. And then you can make a strong push with Eclipse. Get some of those. He's got the priest moving in over as well. Can definitely just repair that gate up, and this should, looks like the gate repair rate is slightly, maybe just more than the Valkyrie is going to be dealing damage there. Could also get the priest to empower the wall to repair it even faster. And we got this Cryo Sphinx running around. So he's got the Cryo Sphinx. So he was going for Sphinx, but this build order just wasn't very good. Getting that late monument up could definitely have had some more stuff pumping out at this point. Going to be moving in, trying to find something in OdinUlf's base, but really not going to be the way to go. OdinUlf grabbing this armory, looking for the scouting, does not see the choosing to kill some pigs there. Not sure about that. Does not see the armory, so doesn't know what's coming. And he's going to be retreating out here as that Herso decides to push him away. But it looks like he potentially, he's going to spot this this food operation here, and he's going to be able to attack those guys straight away. Got this priest picking off the Raven as well, claiming some land back. Got another barracks coming up. Got some axemen pumping out now for ChronoJJ, but he missed it. He just completely missed it. Not sure what's going on there. We've got more movement out onto more hunts. So it looks like ChronoJJ being able to manage the game without having to get to that next age is going to be vital. Also, he's maybe sniffing out Odin going for this fast heroic, or even semi-fast heroic. Maybe not. I don't know what's going on here, because he's building axemen. Now, normally as Ra against Norse, you don't build axemen because you want to get you want to actually deal with that raiding cavalry, but we haven't seen any raiding cavalry from OdinUlf just yet, and it looks like OdinUlf is potentially going to be going for a hill fort, and he's got 8 villages on wood already. If we jump over to OdinUlf's perspective, he's going through Skadi. And he can chuck up that, or he's getting the second town center as well. So he's trying to do a lot at this point. He can get that hill fort up and start making Huskal, which in general works against Egyptian quite nicely, especially because they like to get out those chariot archers, and cavalry do not counter Huskal. It's kind of an even fight. Yeah, so it seems like maybe ChronoJJ sniffed this out and he's going to be able to deal with it. What's he doing with this? What does he not have he's got the resources to build the hill fort, but just has not chosen to do so just yet. He's getting this town center up. He's got more Herso pumping out. Definitely needs to get a bunch of these. Oh, and this frost giant's going to be taking some serious damage there. It looks like what's weird. He used his frost ability there, but not going to actually freeze anything. That's super strange. But this frost giant should get away with its life barely, and the Valkyrie's in the base to reheal. But the big story is going to be this gold mine expires in about 200 gold. Going to be losing this longhouse. Hill fort going up in a bit of a precarious position as well. There's all of these what do you call it? Hack units, melee units that can run in and just take the hill fort down, even though they're axemen and they only deal 6 hack damage. Like, if you have enough of them, it still doesn't matter. The hill fort can get taken down. So OdinUlf actually needs to maybe take these villages off wood at this point and start making Jarl or making axemen. He's building some of those raiding cavalry from this longhouse. Raiding cavalry are very difficult units to produce off one longhouse because they take 18 seconds to build. So, and there's also some medium spearmen coming out as well. We do see that the town center has finally popped up now for OdinUlf here. So we'll see what's going to happen at this point. We've got the hill fort going up, and once this frost is over, we can definitely see the eclipse. We've got some dwarves moving through. Is ChronoJJ seeing this? Yeah, he's seeing the Ulfs, not the Ulfs, the dwarves running over to this location here. Just need to send some Cryo Sphinx over there, and that's going to shut down the gold mine. There's really just no units here for OdinUlf at the moment. He's got, he's building Huskal as well, which get completely countered by the Axemen. Can't afford to build those, what do you call it? Can't afford to build those Jarls, and this just looks like it's going to be pretty much over at this point. Does have some frost giants, so he could potentially save himself a little bit. Could maybe even try and force a fight near a forest there or something. Actually, opportunity might come if he decides to move in over here. We've got the barracks going down in the face of OdinUlf here, and OdinUlf decides to tap out and says GG. He's just super far behind, and I'm not sure. I've seen OdinUlf play before, and I'm not sure. He's normally plays fairly decently, like plays with like a fairly decent skill level here, and it just looked like he was a little bit out of sorts here. Not 100% sure what to do in this map or this matchup. Went for like a fast heroic, which wasn't very fast. Tried to get up a hill fort, was absolutely countered by the medium axemen. It's like wasn't even scouted. Like ChronoJJ just sniffed it out because he knew he saw no raiding cavalry, so he just started building medium axemen. If you see no raiding cavalry, generally speaking, your opponent's making infantry units because raiding cavalry are generally going to be raiding, as their name suggests. And well, yeah, that's just a little bit of a masterclass there in Ra versus Odin, where the Odin player does nothing. So, well played there for ChronoJJ. That's 1-0. I believe all of these are best of 3s. If you enjoyed this game, please rate, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to see my videos as soon as they come out. My name's Boit, and I will see you guys next time.